Good morning, everyone. I'm Kathy Vara in today for Michael Brownlee, and we want to begin with breaking news that's happening in Anaheim Hills. There is a pursuit standoff, and it has shut down the 91 freeway. Let's get right up to Roland Spruill. He's in News Chopper 4. Roland.
Kathy, an absolute traffic disaster in Anaheim, as you see right here. This is the end of a pursuit that came out of the Corona area, believed to be a domestic abuse situation. Inside this blue vehicle right now, being pinched off by these two SWAT Bearcats, is a single driver believed to have a gun inside that car right now, and he is said to be being negotiated with law enforcement officials right now. But take a look at all the law enforcement that is on the freeway right now. You got CHP, Corona Police Department, Anaheim Police Department, and a myriad of individuals stuck in their cars, in their trucks, and so forth, trying to get off the freeway. Now, this is a situation that began roughly over an hour ago, came out of Corona, and ended right here on the 91 freeway. Is terms of alternates. If you're going to be commuting through this area, folks, you need to take Orange Thorpe or some other alternates, but this is a traffic disaster here in Anaheim. For now, we're live in News Chopper 4. Roland Spruill, NBC4 News.
Roland, that is a great idea. You can definitely take Orange Thorpe. I have some other alternates for you as well. But once again, here's the closure highlighted on the map. Do not use the 91. It is closed right now in both directions, east and west at Lakeview Avenue, where this police action is happening. CHP also issued a traffic alert for the 55. So the northbound side of the 55 to the east 91 connector, that is closed as well. It's not a good idea to be traveling through this area because it doesn't look like the traffic is going to be moving anytime soon. Roland just mentioned Orange Thorpe Avenue. That's definitely an alternate for you, but you have other options as well. Use Orange Thorpe. There's La Palma Avenue. You can even take the long way around, which you may have to do. Those other surrounding freeways like the 71, the 60, and the 57. But keep in mind, other commuters are doing that. So those freeways are starting to stack up as well. There's also Santa Ana Canyon. You can use that if you're looking to get around the 55, which is backing up. And keep in mind that it's closed at the East 91 connector. You can take Tustin Avenue or even the 57. But once again, North 57 is slow because commuters are starting to use it to get around this closure. I've highlighted the alternate routes for you. Here's the 57, here's the 60, and here is the 71. But you'll notice that West 60, that is stacking up, merging onto the 57. The northbound side of the 57, we have lots of slow traffic for you there. It's actually backed up to Lambert. North 57 jam from Lambert to the 60, the 91 in the westbound direction at a standstill back from that Green River Road exit. The opposite direction, eastbound, keep in mind that that's closed too. We're seeing lots of stop and go traffic from State College Boulevard all the way up to Lakeview, and then West 60 is feeling the impact as people work their way around the closure. That is jammed right now from Euclid all the way over to the 57. So once again, because of this police action, please plan ahead. The 91 shut down in both directions, and it's a getaway day. You have people heading out of town. You have folks trying to access the airport, and this will definitely make you late. If you don't plan it out, consider these alternates and leave as early as you can. How far is that back up on the westbound side? It's almost up to 9 miles of slowing on the westbound side of the 91. The eastbound side, not as bad, but you're stuck in 5 miles of heavy traffic. And once again, you're going to be dealing with it on the 55 as well. We'll check back in on the slowdowns and drive times coming up in a bit. I'll send it back to you.
What a mess, but thank you, Robin, for options. NBC4's Hetty Chang continues our team coverage right now from the standoff scene. Hetty.
Kathy, we can attest to what Robin was just saying. All of the side streets around the 91 freeway in this area, this is Lakeview Avenue, all of it is really backed up. It took us about at least 30 to 45 minutes to get here from Tustin. Usually it's a 15-minute drive. A lot of people making U-turns, trying to find alternate routes. But this is where we are right now. This is Lakeview Avenue. For those familiar with the area, it's just a few blocks away from the Kaiser Permanente Anaheim Hills office. And I'm going to show you exactly what we're seeing here on the 91 freeway. This is where the standoff is happening, and you can see obviously that both sides of the 91 freeway, both eastbound and westbound, are now blocked off. Drivers are being diverted to, again, find those alternate routes. But you see the very, very heavy police presence here on the 91 freeway, all lanes blocked off. And you see those two very large SWAT vehicles and that blue sedan. It kind of looks like a Honda Civic from our vantage point, but it's hard to see at this point and get some accurate information. But it's a blue sedan that is pretty much sandwiched in between those two very large and heavy SWAT vehicles. We do understand that this is a Corona Police Department handle, that this all perhaps started with a domestic violence situation in Corona, and inside that Honda there, inside that sedan, is possibly a driver who is possibly armed at this point. And so it's a very volatile situation. We were told by some of the CHP deputies here at the intersection to kind of get at this overpass at our own risk, because we do know that authorities have their guns drawn and they are monitoring this situation very closely, as again this blue sedan sandwiched in between some very heavy and large SWAT vehicles are on a standoff situation right now. We understand that they're perhaps negotiating with this driver, but to Robin's point, a lot of people getting off early from work, getting their Memorial Day weekend started, and it's very, very busy on the roads already. But if you do not need to be in this area, again, this is the city of Anaheim, Anaheim Hills area. I suggest that you find some alternate routes, because it's just a mess here, both on the freeways as well as the side streets. We're going to continue to monitor the situation here from this overpass. But for now, Kathy, back to you.
All right, we'll get back to you if anything happens. Bring it to you live right here. Thank you, Hetty.
Soon back to our top story. We've been following a standoff on the 91 freeway in Anaheim Hills, which has been going on for hours. Assignment Manager Mark Liu has been following the situation since it began, and he is now live at the desk with details. Mark.
Yeah, Rachel, I can confirm for you now that the standoff with that pursuit driver who was inside of that car refusing to cooperate with Corona police has now come to an end. That driver dead in lanes on the freeway. Let me take you out to live pictures from SkyCal. This is the scene. We're going to keep the camera angle pretty wide here, because earlier when SkyCal was just getting overhead after refueling at John Wayne Airport, we did see what appears to be the body of that driver of that blue car that had been involved in a barricaded standoff situation on the westbound lanes of the 91 freeway for more than 3 hours, does appear to be lying on the freeway just in front of that lower armored vehicle. There did appear to be a severe traumatic wound to that driver's head. There was a lot of blood, and they were dead there on the freeway. Now, the eastbound lanes of the 91 are open again. The westbound lanes, though, likely to remain closed for quite some time as CHP, Corona PD, and Anaheim PD work to conduct their investigation at this scene. We do not know exactly how that driver died, but we understand that it was from a gunshot wound. We do not know if it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound or from a gunshot wound fired from an officer. But you can see here now that officers down there, their tactical response team, have transitioned to an investigatory phase as they will call the Orange County coroner to come and collect that body, then conduct their investigation on the freeway. The mobile command post is there. Ultimately, they will reopen that freeway, though, after it has been closed for hours. That driver wanted as an armed stalking suspect from an 8 a.m. incident in Corona. Corona PD went into pursuit of that driver, led them 18 miles west here to the 91 freeway at Lakeview, where that driver stopped and refused to cooperate for more than 3 hours. Although, Rachel, it appears now that it has come to an end. That driver dead on the freeway, and the freeway still closed westbound and likely will be for several more hours. That is the very latest here from the desk. I'll send it back to you.
Freeway. Eastbound. Westbound. Northbound. Southbound. Backed up. Backed up. Stack up. Stack up. Alternate routes. Alternate routes. Closed due to an accident. Closed due to a collision. Closed for construction. Closed for construction. Closed due to weather condition. Closed due to weather condition. Traffic congestion. Traffic congestion. Lanes. Lanes. Gridlock. Gridlock. Resumed. Resumed. Closure. Closure. connector, connector. Get around, get around. Merge, merge. Standstill, standstill. Stop and go, stop and go. Jammed, jammed. Side street, side street. Diverted to, diverted to. Detour, detour. In lanes, in lanes. Barricaded, barricaded.
Traffic is backed up for miles on the interstate due to a multi-vehicle collision. Commuters are advised to seek alternate routes as the main highway is closed for construction. A major collision on the interstate has resulted in significant delays during rush hour. Authorities are responding to reports of a vehicle fire, causing delays on both sides of the highway. Traffic congestion is expected to worsen as holiday travelers hit the roads. An overturned tractor-trailer has blocked multiple lanes, leading to gridlock on the expressway. Traffic flow has resumed after emergency crews cleared debris from the roadway. Drivers are urged to use caution in inclement weather conditions, as slippery roads are causing accidents. A police pursuit ended in a standoff on the bridge, causing traffic diversions and delays. Public transportation services are experiencing delays due to a mechanical issue with the trains. Vehicles are starting to stack up on the main road as commuters head home during rush hour. The bridge connector between the two cities is closed for construction until further notice. Drivers are experiencing gridlock on the downtown streets due to ongoing roadwork. Motorists are diverted to side streets as the main highway remains barricaded following a police chase. Drivers were forced to take a detour through the countryside after a landslide blocked the main highway.
If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date with future videos. Thank you for watching.